Heavy, Curse of Strahd. I am your DM for this campaign, Kath. And joining me...
I'm Josh, and I'm playing the role of Reese Hawking.
Hawking. You messed up your own character.
I'm sorry.
I am Eric, and I am playing Aroden Foxtarrow.
Zap, you're next.
I am Seb, and I'm playing Gonbri Weregeld.
Had to look at his own card.
Shut up, Jordan.
And I'm Jordan, and I play Lucretius von Castonburg.
Also
was
had to
that
look
genuine,
at
or was that a joke?
That was a joke.
Alright.
I know my own name.
Uh-huh. Last time, these four boys, as Josh pulls a gremlin face,
Das boys.
were camping out with the intention of hunting down some werewolves, went into the forest, got spooked, and ended up somewhere else.
Shit got foggy.
Somewhere over the rainbow, so to speak.
I don't think it was a rainbow, sir.
No, the opposite.
Somewhere under the rainbow. Very good,
Well.
very astute.
Either way, continued to walk through a new forest, found a dead body, and then got to the edge of the forest and saw in the distance a village. And that is where we left it.
We're just in Stand By Me, the RPG, aren't we?
We're looking for a dead body?
Yeah.
We unintentionally found it.
I get to be Will Wheaton. I look the most like him anyway, let's be honest.
Alright, so
Okay.
we see a village.
So how far away is the village roughly?
Probably a couple of hours on foot. It's
Oh, so
it's a
it's
very big, just like empty field. There is a river to the south of you,
Okay.
but it's also fairly far. It'd be easier to just walk along the road. Probably.
Okay.
Can we see any movement in the village from this distance?
No, you can barely like. It's
Like
still
lights, it's kind of like lights on the horizon.
basically very, very misty and foggy.
Right.
So it's basically like a big lump of right angles and squares and stuff. So it looks man-made, and there's some like.
Gonna be the kind of thing where we think it's a village from a distance, but it's actually just a really big hay bale. Like, what the heck?
There's a big hay bale.
Well, I suggest we keep moving. This has the scent of an ambush, so let's keep going.
Indeed. I forgot my voice, so I'm just gonna make a new one.
It sounded the
Well,
same.
what
Okay,
time
good.
of day can I guess that it is?
Midday.
Midday? Okay.
Yeah, because you guys went out hunting right in the morning, and you spent a couple hours in the woods. So maybe like early afternoon,
Okay,
2 o'clock.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone in the village is probably dead.
Alright.
Very possible. So you walk along the road, and it does take you several hours. You're like halfway through, getting close to the village. Aroden, you notice that for a while there's been a medium-sized black bird following you guys. Like it'll just sort of glide, coast along with you, and as it gets too far, it'll circle around and come back.
Oh, so it's like actively flying. It's not like
Yeah.
stopping and perching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's not really any trees.
Okay.
along
Oh, right.
the
You said it's a
road.
big field. Aroden would bring it up. I don't know if it's an immediate problem, but there's a bird that has been circling us for quite some time now.
Well, there aren't any trees, so it makes sense it's trying to just follow something, but...
A bird.
Yes.
You're
Can
concerned.
I identify it in some way? Can I actively be
Yeah, make a perception check.
17.
It looks like a raven.
That's what I was gonna get.
Is it assumed we all have inspiration?
Yes,
Okay.
you may all take your
My
booger
booger?
gushers.
I have enough of those.
And this bird is cause for alarm?
Well, it appears to be a raven, and ravens do tend to be scouts, and
Probably just waiting
Why
for one
don't
of
we
us
just
to die.
shoot it down then?
it appears to be out of bow range, as you can see. And Aroden points to the raven circling us from some distance away.
I'm gonna try and shoot it with my hand crossbow.
Okay, roll with disadvantage.
Wow. It's a 6 and a 9. But hold on, I mean... Sorry, a 9 and a 6. Let's not get racy here. No, I have a -1 in dexterity, so it's not going anywhere.
Like, you think it's close? Just not even. Just arcs off into the distance.
Hits Gonbri.
What are you doing
I
out
was
there, Gonbri?
behind you. Ow!
I can take a shot at it if you want.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Already, this act of aggression has caught the raven's attention, and it is flying away.
Well, at least it's not following us anymore, but it appears to
have left. Mission accomplished then. Good job.
All right,
everybody.
let's keep
all
moving.
go.
Let's quicken our pace.
Starting to
Alright.
get a bit darker out.
You're a ranger, are you not?
Yes, I
Do
am.
you not have some sort of trick for moving unseen?
Yes, I can make us practically invisible if need be, but I think it'd be better to get civilization beforehand.
Well, I mean, if Aroden's concerns are anything to go off of, we've already been spotted, so
Got
it
a
might be best if we...
6-second sort
But
of
it'd
thing.
be we could, but be moving at about half pace that we are currently. I don't think that'd be best.
I think speed is more necessary.
Well, what with this bum leg of mine?
Bum leg.
I have a -1 in dexterity, so now I have a bum leg. A slightly bum leg.
Wait,
It's like a
you
bad
made a
knee.
ranged attack and you have -1. Okay,
I am-
we need to get going.
Like, I'm a tank, let's be honest.
We need to get moving.
What's a tank?
Like a keg.
Like a large barrel,
Oh.
but usually made of metal.
A tankard, you know.
Alright, are you continuing at normal pace or are you trying to sneak?
I would say normal, if not.
I thought we were going
slightly
faster.
quicker. Slightly
Okay.
quicker,
As
yeah.
fast as we could.
Expedited.
Or
Yeah,
dashing.
like a fast walk. Definitely
Alright.
not running. but
Nervous
fast
walk.
Mhm.
Alright.
Weapons out.
My walk's always nervous.
Well then.
This is just Reese.
Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. As you are approaching, the sun is setting, and the village almost seems darker than the forest was.
Ooh.
Just all close-knit and mournful buildings sagging.
Say sobbing?
Yes, there
Oh,
is
that's no good.
the sound of sobbing.
Reese, quit sobbing.
That's not me.
This does not bode well.
Yeah, you're on the edge of the village.
On the right.
Can we see anybody?
No, I mean you
You're
can make
crying.
perception check if you would like
Sure, why not?
as you enter.
Yeah, I think I will as well.
Okay.
11.
21.
Yeah, I'll make one too. Where the f- 17.
He's eating dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Can I
also
open this?
make it with smell if we'd like.
That's up to you, dude.
You said it's still foggy, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it with. No, I'll make it with sight.
All right.
I feel like that's a little bit more immediately useful. All right.
Gonbri's thinking about that, no doubt, gravely wounded survivor who's. We might learn something before they die.
All right. As you start to carefully walk into the village, keeping your eyes out, Lucretius, you notice some movement, and you look really quickly, but it's just a rat and it scurries off.
Is it like a big rat or just a normal rat?
Like a wharf rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Reese,
There's no
Yes.
dwarves around here.
you are looking in the other direction, and you see, for the briefest of moments, through a crack in a curtain in a house, looks like a silhouette of a person, and they disappear.
There's someone in.
Are there lamps on?
Probably some. There's lots of actually not lots, but there are some lights in buildings.
Like, are there like street lights or is it still bright enough to see without artificial light? I mean, I have dark vision, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see well enough. I don't.
Okay.
There aren't really street
It's like
lights,
slightly obscured. Good.
but you can see like I don't know,
That's good.
a couple hundred feet ahead of you. There's a brighter, more open section of town. You seem to be in a street that goes straight for quite a while. Yes.
Can I make a new perception check based on hearing, directed at the sobs? that
Yes.
we're hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Better get advantage. Wow, that's the same roll twice. 11.
Well, you can definitely tell that it's coming from deeper in the village, just directly ahead of you.
The sob, whatever is sobbing, is coming from deeper.
Well, I think we should press on. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody in the house back there, so that there are people here we can come back to if need be.
There are also mighty ferocious rats. Be on your guard.
Okay.
I will keep my warhammer drawn.
You walk into the village, and it doesn't take long to get to what seems to be the heart or the center of the village.
Town square.
A little bit. It's like town oblong.
Ah,
There are 4 streets that connect to it, with one larger pathway leading to a larger building, more brightly lit.
Oh, good. Some people here.
likely a courthouse.
A
perhaps.
single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Ah, not a courthouse. Well, a courthouse of a different kind.
Well, maybe we can see if we can get rooms for the night before we figure out what's going on.
Also,
Hold a
Also,
moment.
where are we?
Yeah.
Also
Perhaps
good important.
Get some information.
Hold a moment.
Reese, I
Also-
appreciate your need for sleep, but
No, it's more so just one.
Hold a moment. The DM would like to speak.
Also, on the other side of the street, as it is, there is sparse light from another larger building, but smaller than the tavern. The light spills out from this building from behind heavy drawn curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bildrath's Mercantile.
That sobbing. Any louder?
Much louder and coming from the direction of the Mercantile.
I go up to the door and I slowly push it open.
Okay. As you walk up to the door, you can definitely tell that it's not coming from this building.
Okay.
Just this direction. But you
Okay.
can still open the door.
Okay.
Lucretius, perhaps we should go into the public house first and get some information before we go looking
matter?
for wares.
What difference does it make?
Merchants also have information.
Yeah.
You're more likely to waste your coin on ale.
What's wrong with that?
Well, if you want to buy things later, you're not going to be able to.
You turn briefly from the doorway to talk to Aroden, and when you turn back, there is a shrewd-looking, plump man behind a counter, staring at you with beady eyes and barely containing a grin.
Colonel Sanders?
Hail and well met, shopkeep.
Hello.
Who are you? Where am I? Sorry. Let me restart. Me and my compatriots have found ourselves at a bit of a loss. Could you tell me the name of this town?
You're in the village of Barovia.
Barovia.
The village is named Barovia?
Yes.
Did we see a sign? No, nothing's okay. This is our first time.
And where in Dranamar is Barovia?
Dranamar.
Oh no.
Shut up, I'm trying to...
No, he's one of those. No, go ahead.
I've never heard of such a place.
You've never heard of Dranamar?
It's the largest country on this continent.
I don't think so.
What's the largest country on your continent?
Barovia.
The village?
Right.
No, the land.
So
idiot.
Barovia is both the name of this village and the region at large.
Correct.
That's a little confusing, not going to lie.
I didn't name it.
That's fair. Who did? Who did name it?
Look, we don't need a history lesson
Yeah.
right
Just
yet.
speak
What is
for
your
yourself.
name, good sir?
When you asked who named it, his face went dark, and he immediately latches on to Aroden, asking a different question. I'm Bildrath, of course. This is my mercantile.
Bildrath. Well, first off, you're the cheeriest thing we've seen since entering this land. I appreciate that.
We've only seen a dead body, a raven.
And,
And
some
And a
dead-
giant rat.
And a spooky gate.
That sounds
And-
about right.
And heard some weeping. Okay, would I have noticed his, apprehension to answering the
Yeah.
other question?
It was
Pretty
not-
obvious.
yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Bildrath, was it?
Bildrath,
Bildrath.
like on the sign.
Ah, right.
TH, right? Not F at the end of your name.
Bildrath.
Yes.
Bildrath.
Yes.
Bildrath.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I get it right.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Where are we?
Barovia. Did
No,
you
no,
not
no.
hear Bildrath?
Barovia.
What is Barovia?
Does
It's a village, you simpleton.
No. that's
And a country.
it's
And a region, yes.
Is there anything outside of Barovia?
no.
And Aroden dead eyes Lucretius
Yes, I thought that was pretty obvious when he said we weren't in Dranamar.
Who rules Barovia?
And his face goes dark again.
Is the person that rules Barovia bad news? Is that what this whole dog look is supposed to be about?
It is the devil Strahd, and I will not speak of him in my own home.
You just did.
But you mentioned his name, you didn't really speak of it. Why? Okay, you don't have to tell us about him. We don't want to impose on your home, but why don't you want to speak about him?
He is the devil that rules these lands.
Question for you, then, Bildrath. How did we get here if here is Barovia and not Dranamar?
I'm not sure why you're asking me all these
Because
things.
you're the first person we've encountered that has a
We've-
pulse.
we've-
There are many more people over on the Blood on the Vine. I am here to sell my wares.
What do you got?
And he answered our... Don't give me that look. He answered our questions.
Looking around on the counter and on the walls and such, it's your usual sort of adventuring gear. He's like a general goods store, you know.
A mercantile, if you will.
Yes.
Allow me to
A haberdashery.
quickly generate my starting gold points.
Well, I need some more
You
rope
guys
because
do-
mine got cut. Do you have any?
Go, my friend. Wow. Not letting that go, huh?
No, I now have 30 feet of rope instead of 50.
I have to find the table.
Yeah.
And everyone knows all cliffs are 45 feet tall.
Do you want to drop 10 feet? No.
5 feet, sure.
Yeah, you want to take falling damage for 5 feet?
Okay, you said you wanted rope.
Yes.
Rope.
And hemp or silk is fine. I'm
Wait.
not picky.
We didn't think of this through. Our currency is different.
I'm getting to that. I actually did think of it. I was gonna try to buy something and see what the reaction was.
Gold is gold.
Well,
True, it can be opened down.
he gestures to a wall with a handful of coils of rope.
Maybe a grappling hook too, if you have one.
Well, for the rope, we have 50 feet of silk for 100 gold, or 50 feet of hemp for 10 gold. And, what was the grappling hook? Is 20 gold.
20 gold. Would you do 25 for the two of them? I mean, it is a really nice grappling hook, though. So I'm not sure. It's actually it should lowball it that much. Maybe 30 for the two of them. I don't know.
Nope. My prices are firm.
Okay.
Think about it. He's got no competition.
Good point.
It's a price setting
Oh.
monopoly.
Okay, maybe just the rope, right? Actually, I still have 30 feet of rope, so let's get the grappling hook for 25 then.
All right.
Reach in, fish out 25 tails, and put it on the counter.
I'm gonna need coins, son.
My good man,
this
it
is
melts
coin,
down
yeah.
as good as any coin.
You know,
Periwinkle! And he yells into the back room.
No.
guys, we gotta go.
We gotta run.
Oh, no.
A very large but young-looking man. He just sort of saunters in and low, and Bildrath picks up one of the tails and holds it out to the large young
There's
man.
one tooth.
Basically,
Two perfectly inline teeth.
he gives it a little chomp, and then Bildrath takes it back and sort of hums and haws, and he stares at it, and then he
Oh, no.
looks in his pocket, and he pulls out a perfectly round gold coin, and he looks at
How do you
it.
keep this in your pockets?
What?
No, no, keep going. It's fine.
How do the coins fit in his pockets?
Oh, right. 'Cause the
Yeah.
He looks at the coin versus the tail, and then he puts them both on the counter, and
Does he have like a scale?
he goes down,
same weight. Gold.
kneels down, picks up a scale, puts them both on, stares at it very carefully.
What's the exchange rate, my good man?
He gotta give me at least another 5 of these, whatever they are.
Okay.
Hold on a moment.
You can see how unbalanced it is, and you can even see without staring at it that the coins are heavier than the tails.
Okay, here's another 5, 30 there.
Well, pleasure doing business with you.
You two
Enjoy
go
your grappling hook.
Oh, I will,
Exchange
thank
rate
you.
is garbage.
I knew we shouldn't have come here this time of year.
Can't you just take Dranamarian money instead?
He doesn't know what Dranamar is. May I ask you something?
All right.
Are there other people in the village who are not from Barovia?
Well, there's the Vistani. No one really knows where they're from. They're not from the village either. They come and go.
The what?
The Vistani. They're a people.
Okay. Are they nomads?
Yeah, I guess you'd call them that.
Oh, okay.
They come and go with these big carts.
Do you know when were they last in town? Do you know?
I don't know.
Are they friendly?
Enough. I don't trade with them.
Okay.
How often do they come and go?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Appears to be random.
is there anything like hunting tools, like holy waters or stuff like that? I don't think this man's gonna have holy water on him, but
Well, you do.
Here's a
There's no holy water.
what am I supposed to throw at walking skeletons so they burst into flames?
I'm
There
literally a cleric.
So I throw you?
Give me some water, I can make it holy.
There are hunting traps on the wall, like literal bear
Water
traps.
skin.
Okay. How much for your bear trap?
50 gold pieces each.
50?
That is correct, sir.
So that's like 100 of mine.
Well, actually, probably more like 60. If it's about 30 to 25, which works out to be about like 1 to... No.
The scales would decide.
All hail the scales.
Well, I have no desire then.
Very well.
Unless the price were fairer, I suppose.
If you want it bad enough, you'll pay it.
Well, you really do have a monopoly on this town. Really have their balls in a vice grip.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I leave in a huff. I
I'm sorry.
swish my cloak and I leave.
Knock over.
Very Snape move.
Don't worry about him too much. He's got illusions of grandeur.
He looks unfazed.
Well,
Thanks,
perhaps
man.
we'll see you again, but see you
Come with coin next time.
Wow, that was rude. We did buy some things. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
With sticks. I'm gonna have to find somebody to melt these down. Periwimp will take him away, and his little manservant or whatever.
Little
he is.
manservant?
Well, his big
little
big but young.
Big little manservant.
Yeah, but he gathers up all the little
Boy.
and
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Thank you for the grapple.
No,
Trundles
no,
rage.
don't
Reese.
apologize.
Okay. Oh, bye.
Bildrath does smile at you and just sort of gives you all a farewell.
Alright,
So,
I
yes,
head towards the blood on the vine.
Okay.
At the weeping.
Ooh, should we investigate the weeping first? I feel like we might miss that opportunity.
Oh, Bildrath, have you heard any weeping from near your store?
Weren't we just ushered out?
I know, I poked my head back in. One more thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard any weeping?
She never stops.
Who is it?
Mad Mary.
What you angry about?
Is she dangerous?
I don't know. I don't go near that place. Are you crazy?
Where is she?
Literally next door.
We didn't ask about a map or anything.
Oh yeah, do you have a map of the area?
I have a map of Barovia at large.
50 gold!
25 gold.
I'd be willing to pool my resources for the map.
Fair enough, it would be a team effort. But I am going to try to persuade.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll roll first and think of something to say after. Don't let that down. They let that down.
Do you have your inspo?
I do. I don't know if it's worth that though. A 10 for persuasion. Look, we are new here and we're really quite lost. Would you be able to maybe 20 gold pieces?
I said before, my prices are firm.
My god, I hate this man already.
How about 25 of our gold pieces?
If you want it badly enough, you'll pay the real price.
25 gold pieces.
Yes, these gold. And he holds up the coin again.
Lucretius, like from behind, just like, it's fucking to take him out.
I don't want to be that party,
They
but
can't stop all of us.
I think he
actually
can. Did you
that
see the
big one
guy?
might
Yeah.
have to stop all of us.
Yeah.
I can take him.
Do we want to pool our resources for this stupid
I
map?
have 10 I can put in if you
I
need
also
it.
have 10.
I could also put in 10. That would probably be enough. 30 of our gold pieces.
Did we all roll 1 on a d4 for gold?
I bought a
Nope.
grappling
You started
hook.
with gold.
I did. I rolled a 4, so I have 40, and then I have
Oh.
15 for an acolyte.
Okay. How
I
much-
believe 30 of your sticks would suffice, yes.
I'm going. Ooh, I don't. Ooh, I was about to do something maybe pretty bad. What is my intimidation? It's not great. Let's give it a shot.
Oh god.
No,
Don't-
I shouldn't. There's a big guy.
Yeah. Okay. So I chalk up 10 gold
Yeah.
tails.
Okay.
I do as well.
Well, first off, can we see the map? Is it like in good?
Let's
quality?
check this map first. Good point.
Can we see a second?
You know, this reminds me of a time.
No,
We
now's
were-
not the time for that.
We were in the.
Now's not the time.
We were. He looks over. To
Over
Reese.
beers.
We were in the eastern reaches of Dranamar, chasing out some of the evil elves from the east. And,
To roll to stealthily
well,
listen in.
a local guy gave us a map, and well, it wasn't of good quality. And we probably should have checked it before we left. We ended
Yeah,
up,
always
we ended
check
up
the
being
map,
lost
yeah.
for 18 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what did you eat while here in lost for 18
Well,
weeks?
let's just say Larry didn't make it back.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
poor Larry.
Well, no, he died of syphilitic insanity.
Jesus Christ.
He just wandered off one day, didn't come back. Really
What the
sad.
fuck?
So, Bildrath ignores all of your extra words and does hold up a map. It's not laminated like this one.
It's so glossy.
But
Wow.
it does appear to be complete, although
for
all
what
of
we
the
can
edges, they just sort of end. There's not any like wall or demarcation. Like they go to the edge of the paper, or parchment, I guess. But
There's no
Alright.
like
arrows
roads go
pointed.
right off of the map and stuff.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I think it's worth about 30 gold tails. That's fine.
All right, enjoy.
Enjoy your trip in Barovia.
Say what he.
I've marked my own favorite areas on the map.
As we're walking
Oh,
out,
that's nice.
as we're walking out, Lucretius leans into the group and says, "Say what he will about the so-called lord of this town. I think he's the real devil. His prices are downright criminal.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's when you have no competition, you say what you want.
Yes, we should burn this place down someday. On our way out, perhaps, when he stops being useful.
Yeah. I mean, no, we shouldn't do that.
Now, shall we?
Let's go to this tavern.
Do we not want to investigate the source of the
Yeah,
weeping?
well, he was mad married.
Maybe let's figure out some more information before we go.
Yeah.
Do we still hear the weeping?
Oh yeah, she's still going.
He did say she never stops.
Yeah,
So it's likely that she will continue.
and maybe
to weep.
if we get some more information from the tavern, then we can go see if we can help her better.
It would be in my interest to go help her as well.
Lead on.
I mean, you're the most charismatic of us all. I think you should lead.
I walk into the into the tavern.
What's your charisma?
16.
As you all file in, Aroden, as you're going through the door, you glance up at the sign and you realize that it's been altered. It used to be Blood of the Vine. It's just an N been scratched over the F.
You say Aroden because he's got the highest passive percent?
Yes.
Okay, that's I'm just making sure.
Sorry, what? So it used to be blood
Blood of the vine.
of the
Of the
vine,
vine.
and now it's blood
Oh, that's
On the
clever.
vine.
on the vine.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Blood of the Vine sounds like such a nice, a better place.
It's just another term for wine.
I know. I like wine.
Are you old? How old are you?
He's 35,
35.
Oh Jesus!
right?
I thought you were like 18.
Oh, no.
His cowardice gives him a youthful continence.
I spent some time on the other,
Countenance, not
on the other
continence.
side of the spine with the elves.
Probably that as well, though.
I've kind of been picturing Reese with like a wispy, try-hard beard.
Oh,
Yeah. Like what I can grow.
It's just Josh.
Yeah.
Reese is just Josh.
Yeah.
as you come
5 years in
in,
the future.
it's a lovely tavern. There's a large roaring fire. There's a man continuously polishing glasses behind the counter.
Classic.
There are only 5 people in the tavern 4 people in the tavern. Against a back wall, there's a table with 3 brightly colored, brightly dressed people.
Folk.
Two men and a woman. And they're just talking amongst themselves, and they don't seem to pay you any mind. And the final person is sitting all by herself at just a random table, a nice glass of wine, and just sort of looking around, and looks up when she hears the door open, and when she sees the 4 of you, her eyes go wide, and she jumps up. Hello! Would you care? Can I buy you all a drink, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Why?
Reese.
Oh.
Why? Who are you?
Kimosabe.
Oh, I'm my name is Mirabel Nirmovich.
Okay.
I am the Burgomaster's daughter here in Barovia, and well, I like to.
The letter we found.
Yes.
The Burgomaster's daughter.
Is that what is it, boy? What are you trying to say?
The dwarves, they dug
That
too
was the name
deeply.
that was in the letter, was it not?
It was not.
Okay.
No?
No. I can't remember the letter.
But the Burgomaster was mentioned.
The Burgomaster
Yes.
was mentioned.
Okay.
May I buy you a drink
Why?
so that you may sit and we can talk?
I can't see why not.
Do you have any meat pies?
Yes, of course.
Ooh.
That's not a drink.
Yes, Reese, you can have the meat pie.
Yes.
I'll take your reddest wine.
All right, Eric, and the barkeep looks up and sort of gives a huff, wanders over, and she quietly speaks to him, and then he wanders away. He'll bring you your drinks and your pie in just a moment.
I've been eating all day. I'm hungry.
We told you to eat breakfast.
I wouldn't trust a pie from a place stranded in geography.
Are
Where
you
do the
guys
cows
gonna?
come from?
I'll sit down, yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna sit down at the table?
Yes.
Me as well.
I'll sit down.
Okay.
What was her first name?
Mirabelle.
Mirabelle.
Yeah.
The people sitting at the other table, their manner of dress is drastically different.
Oh yeah, Mirabelle is almost drab,
Yeah.
especially by comparison, like muted colors. And
I'd point to them. I say, are those the nomad people?
the Vistani, yes. Yes.
We were just told of them. I don't know if you can tell. We're not from here.
Oh, I can tell.
Are you from here?
Yes.
He's the
unfortunately.
Doesn't mean the Burgomaster's from here.
I've lived here my whole life with my family.
And maybe you can answer the question that shopkeep was too cowardly to answer.
Bildrath, he's not the friendliest man.
No, he's a downright criminal.
Businessman.
Those two
Same
terms are
thing.
synonymous.
It'd be probably good in Duskalot.
Eric comes
Not
back
in
with
Drenna.
tall red wine glass for each of you and your meat pie.
Mirabelle, who is Strahd? You just
Is he actually a devil or?
The
Eric
rafters
is just
blow.
walking away as you say this, and he stops and looks at you, but then just keeps walking. Also, all three of the people at the table look at you.
and the person playing the piano stops.
What, is there a bard
No.
of any type? Is there any music or anything?
No.
No?
It's just
Okay.
No.
quiet.
It's
The
very
fire
quiet.
roaring.
There is
Yeah.
the fire, yeah. Mirabelle avoids
The fire stops.
avoids your look. He is Strahd is a vampire, and he has ruled over Barovia for centuries.
Okay.
Vampires.
Hey, Reese, you were right. You were right, Reese.
And
Vampire.
he's ruled over this
Remember,
part.
you were so scared?
I didn't want to be right.
You say the Strahd has ruled over you for centuries.
Yes.
Why are you still alive?
Well,
He
I
won't
suppose I couldn't really tell you.
I can.
do.
A
You
shepherd's
do-
not going to kill all the
I
sheep.
was about to say that. Yes.
It is true. He will take people from the village and from the other villages of Barovia.
There are other Barovian
Question.
villages?
There are a few.
Are they
But this
all
is
called
Barovia.
Whoa, 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 whoa. One
No.
at a time. What were you asking, Gonbri?
Are they all called Barovia?
No. This is the village of Barovia because it's the first that was settled, and then the entire valley came to be known as Barovia. The other villages, I know there is Valaki to the north.
Don't worry.
Where's our map? Oh, actually, I'll pull out our map.
You spread the map out on the table, and she perks up a bit. And yes, Valaki to the north. Well, you guys
How
should
are we
be able to
looking
see
at
this. Valaki to the north, just under Lake Zarovich, is a walled city, and stronger, much stronger than Barovia, and much more protected from Strahd and his spies.
So wait, where are we?
We are in Barovia.
Ah, yes, it says you are here. Wow.
And
Valaki's
sorry, I
quite
missed it.
nice.
Where's the city?
Yeah.
Valaki's right there.
The walled city of Valaki.
Yeah.
Would you
Where
say
does
it is-
Strahd live?
Where's
Strahd lives in Castle Ravenloft, which is up on the cliff overlooking our town of Barovia.
So on a clear day we could see it, perhaps.
Yes, his
If-
eyes are on us always.
Well then, let's go kill him.
perhaps the raven we saw?
Perhaps. Or perhaps it was just a bird.
Where do these roads go?
Yes, we arrived through the
Not
forest.
through roads.
Yes, this old, like the road such as the old Svalich road. Where does that go?
Well, you, now that you're here, are just as trapped as all who were born here.
Come again.
There,
Yes, I say what now?
there is no escape from Strahd's domain. At least not for us normal people.
Yes, us normal people.
Yes, normal hides his holy symbol.
Mirabelle.
Yes.
Has anyone tried to kill Strahd before? I presume that many must have attempted it.
Many times. In fact, sometimes the villagers here get fed up and will form a mob and go up, and they are never seen again.
I see.
Unless Strahd has machinations or perhaps, no, not sympathies. Whatever his reasons are, they're inscrutable, but sometimes someone will return to us, but they are no longer themselves.
As a ruler, I presume he is unjust, heavy, iron-fisted.
Well, he's a vampire.
Yes, but it doesn't mean anything.
I suppose he does not do much ruling in the traditional sense, as far as lawmaking. He just... The Burgomaster, my father, was really the one who kept the village going.
Past tense?
Yes, he fell just a couple days past.
Like
Like
fell.
a physical fall?
From a height or like a...
No,
He was slain.
Fell
he
ill?
passed.
Hmm.
Oh.
He could not take May I start? The reason that I called you over, I am in somewhat dire straits, a desperate need for help from clearly capable warriors like yourself.
Well, I was a soldier.
Some of us more than others, I'm sure.
No.
Everyone looks at Reese.
My brother Korga, for some reason, Strahd is infatuated with him. He has tried to come take him before, but he'll never use force. And I fear for my brother.
How old is your brother?
We're twins. We are
The same age.
soon to pass our 19th winter.
Interesting.
The same thing.
The kind of guys that are bitter rivals, but more similar than they let on.
Like I said, start off as rivals, become fast friends.
So, over the past
That would
fortnight,
be fast friends.
Strahd has been sending some of his minions to attack our home, and our father could no longer take it. My brother is at home now because that is the safest place to be. Strahd cannot enter without invitation.
Being a vampire and all.
Yes. But
Where is your home?
We have a map
Is it
of
area
Barovia.
E5? Barovia.
it is not. It's E4.
E4. Ah,
So it
at
is
the south end of
Down in the south, yeah, past the shop,
Right.
Mercantile.
And also
Bildrath.
past.
Do you have any other siblings?
No, it's just us.
You said he's sending minions? What sort of minions?
Wolves, mostly. But also...
Werewolves?
I've only seen the four-legged kind.
Look, I'm gonna let you know right now. The reason that we've entered here is we were on the hunt for werewolves. Have you heard or seen anything?
No, I can't say I have.
No? Okay.
We are of a holy... Some of us are of a holy order back where we are from. A church-sponsored government organization.
Church and state should be
The
separate.
Holy Order of the Owl.
And they are. The Holy Order of the Owl. It is our God-given duty to rid the lands of abominations such as Strahd.
Well,
Me in particular. He pulls out his holy symbol.
I also pull out my holy symbols.
But I pull out my other holy symbol.
Mirabel just sort of nods, looking impressed, if a little lost.
Nothing but an
Well,
office worker.
I can't... I would not recommend
Not a clerk.
going to face him directly, but
You said this city or this town of Vallaki, you said it was well defended and
Yes,
has not succumbed to.
yes. As far as everyone says, it is the safest place in Barovia. It's getting there that is the trouble. I have been trying to convince my brother to make the journey there, and that is what I would ask of you to help us.
I was
Escort
just
him.
going to suggest. It
As
sounds
was
like a
I.
place we could find allies.
It's a long way from our target,
What's a target?
Strahd.
Why are you so
We're agreed on this
gung-ho
now.
about
He's an
attacking him?
abomination,
I
and he
agree
must
with
be
you.
destroyed.
I agree with
I
you, but
got
we
it.
also should tackle this with our heads on straight.
Yes, but realistically, if no one's done it before,
You ever faced a vampire before?
indeed I have.
Really?
Have you? You're but a child.
No, it's not important, but they're not
I'm
to be trifled with.
not like you.
Other.
I am something completely other. Understand this.
Okay. You are certainly something, that's for sure,
No,
sir.
no.
More than you know.
Yes.
Are there other vampires that you know of, or is it simply Strahd?
Oh, he has made many spawn. They all answer to him.
Spawn, yes, but are there other true vampires that you know of?
No,
No?
he wouldn't share that kind of power. He is the one and only ruler of this land. He disposes of usurpers quite handily.
But he hasn't managed to with Vallaki?
Well, I mean, she starts looking kind of flustered.
Look, I'm not trying to overwhelm you. It's just, I have to hope you understand we're in a bit of a weird spot.
I do, and I don't want to hide anything from you. I have never been to Vallaki. I can only tell you all that I know.
Fair. Would your brother know more?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
I, of course, would be more than happy to introduce you.
I think that might be our best course of action. Do you agree?
I do.
Fellows? Reese?
Okay.
What was your brother's name again?
Korga.
Korga.
One more question, unrelated to your brother or this whole Strahd business.
All right.
The Wailing Woman. What's her deal?
Mad Mary.
That's the one.
I believe she's mourning her daughter. But is a deeper mourning than just death.
How so?
I don't know all of the details, but it has been going on so long I can only imagine what it could be.
Have you ever attempted to speak with her?
No, especially the last few weeks I've been so preoccupied with protecting my own family.
How long has she been weeping? Do
Yes.
you know this?
About a week ago. So it somewhat coincided with the increased attacks that Strahd was laying upon my home.
Indeed. I think it in our best interest to perhaps ask ourselves some questions of Mad Mary.
Would you mind escorting us there?
Oh, of course.
Has a little bit more weight if we are envoys of the Burgomaster's daughter, I suppose.
By the way, I don't believe we actually introduced ourselves. My name is Aroden Foxtarrow. I am a cleric of the Warden. There's a mighty god in Draenor.
Oh, wonderful to hear.
Preacher of justice and fairness and law.
Lucretius von Castonburg of the Draenorian von Castonburgs.
Oh, lovely to make your acquaintance, sir.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And this is Gonbri.
This is Gonbri.
Hello.
We don't know much about him.
As you can see, he is a dwarf.
Yes.
Do you have dwarves here?
Not in this village.
But do you know what a dwarf is? This is
a
dwarf.
I have seen a dwarf in
Okay.
my life. Yes, but not many.
Is she human?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess she's somewhat darker skinned, like a nice tanned brown, but with striking burgundy hair that's about shoulder length, straight, but with a lot of like volume. Sort of waves down the sides of her face. And as you take a better look at her, she is actually wearing
Half your age.
she's wearing leather armors and has a longsword in a hilt at
Do
her
you
side.
know how to use that?
Oh yes, my brother.
Oh, but sorry, this is also Reese.
Hey.
Hi, pretty lady.
My brother and I have been training since we were children. It's not safe here if you don't know how
Actually,
to
that makes a
defend
total
yourself.
Right. Take us to the Weeping Woman.
All right.
Please.
And she rises and very quickly goes over to the bar and gives some gold coins to the barman.
Sense.
I just down my wine.
Yeah.
I just take like a good gulp and put it back.
I don't touch it.
I just go quickly to the Miss Tawny. I say, hello, travelers.
As you were walking up, they were chatting and laughing, and as soon as you get to their table, they shut up and they look at you.
Were they speaking common? Could I kind of glean what language they were speaking?
I think, yeah, they were just speaking common,
Okay.
but like quickly and hushed.
I don't mean to impose, but I simply wanted to maybe ask you a couple questions.
Alright, says one of them, the woman.
We are also travelers in this land and strangers, and I'm curious as to
We are not strangers. This is our home.
how long has this been your home?
Generations, dear stranger.
My name is Aroden Foxtarrow, by the way.
Charmed.
Pleased to meet you. Normally accustomed to give your name in return, but that's okay.
Her two companions snicker, but none of them say anything else.
Aroden, let's go.
Well, maybe next time we'll be friendlier. Enjoy your drinks.
Farewell, stranger.
May the warden smile upon you today. And he walks off.
Alright.
Do they just like laugh as he walks away?
Not quite so...
Just like high school.
Yeah, not quite so overt, but
Yeah.
they do kind of smirk and just go back to their own conversation. So, you leave the Blood of the Vine, and Mirabelle confidently walks across the town square and past the Mercantile, past one little shed that's between them, and then you come to a skinny but tall house.
Tim Burton-esque.
A little bit.
Like a row house.
That is clearly where Mad Mary is wailing from. A moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark two-story townhouse. Mirabelle knocks and waits just a moment, but there's There's no change in Mary's sounds, and nothing seems to be.
Was she
I got this. Avon calling. No, just kidding. Go ahead, Josh.
Was she called Mad Mary before her daughter went missing, or was it just recent?
A week's a quick turnaround for Nick.
Oh, small
like
town, right?
That's true.
It's been a week. I thought it was
Well, no. Maribel turns away from the door and sort of lowers her voice. Even though Mary's wailing, she couldn't possibly hear anything from outside, at least speaking. Mary has always been an odd duck. She has kept her daughter practically isolated in her house until she apparently went missing a week ago. So,
Did Strahd get her?
I can't say that I know.
Okay.
Can I try the door?
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to let yourself in.
I'm going to inquire.
Is
I'm
this
a healer.
This is the actions of the baseboard, I see. Yes.
You turn the doorknob. It is very locked.
Okay. Well, I shan't intrude.
Shit.
I'm here to heal you!
I try knocking louder. Like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
As loud as I can without hurting anyone or breaking the door.
Mirabelle sort of flinches, but Mad Mary doesn't seem to react.
Well,
Another time, perhaps.
yes. It's a shame.
Alright.
Throw a rock through the window.
Scram!
Actually, if you look at the windows, you can see that there are boards.
Ooh, she's just there staring at us, crying.
No,
Ooh,
there's boards up against
Oh.
the glass. It's clearly barricaded
From the inside?
from the inside.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
Well,
Is any of the glass like broken?
No,
Okay.
it just looks like she's preparing, perhaps.
Alright.
Alright, let's go talk to your brother.
Alright, you continue on past Mad Mary's. Again, just a straight street all the way down to the edge of town, or village, where there's another fairly large building, a little bigger than the Mercantile. A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish on the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Lovely abode you have here.
As I've said, we have been under
I was
siege.
just going to say I'm besieged.
You
This
can also
reminds me of a siege. I was,
He does this.
You can also tell as you're walking up and looking over the wreckage, there are a lot of both wolf and human footprints.
Has your house been assailed as of late? Like recently?
Yes.
How
Seems like every night for the last...
Right, yes.
Yes, in fact,
I keep forgetting that they can just waltz right in. This is not the walled city,
yes.
so...
How
No, in
close
fact-
to nightfall is it?
it is dark at this point. There's like, if you look at the sky, it's that blue of just barely turning
Yeah,
night.
twilight.
Are there, like, boards up against their windows as well?
Yeah,
A commonality.
I suppose so.
I mean, wood's stronger than glass, so...
Yes, thank you. I gathered.
I heard of this strong glass from the far south.
Now,
Actually,
with it being as close to night, gentlemen, as it is, it would be unwise of us to travel.
I agree.
So, I recommend that we hunker down, reinforce this particular point of...
Agreed.
Yes.
We will aid you in the defense if they do attack tonight.
Thank you.
And we need to speak with your brother because it's probably best that we leave tomorrow.
Yes. So Mirabelle goes up to the door, knocks first, and waits a moment, and then whispers into it. And there's a click, and the door opens, and in the doorway is, you assume, Korga Nimrovich. And Mirabelle wasn't kidding when she said they were twins. Besides being outwardly male, they have the same skin, the same hair, though his is about the same length, even. He is also wearing armors, though he seems to have little more metal than just leathers, and he has a rapier at his side.
Is he bearded in any way?
No, fresh, clean shaven,
Fresh faced.
and they're both human.
I would hope so. Funnily enough, he came out of half.
No,
I mean-
you never know.
We have encountered strange twins in the past. Let's just say.
Well, we're gonna leave it there for tonight. Yay!
Spooky.
Yes, after a very spooky first episode, a very talking-filled second.
But also
But,
spooky.
Because capitalism.
Monopolistic oligarchy.
Alright. Well, thank you for listening. I have been your DM, Kath, and with me has been...
Jordan.
See you.
Eric.
Josh.
Great!
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.